Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the special spawn that just came out. Also, I'm going to be switching things around. I'm pretty sure a little of you, I know I got a comment before, some of you missing the previous music I had in the background, so I'm going to be switching between both, and hopefully that plays out well, and let's see how it goes. So I'm going to be doing the Guildmaster one this time, and then I'm going to be doing the regular one I do, then the Guildmaster. Eventually I'll go out of order eventually. I do make mistakes, but I'm pretty much going to be doing these in turns, so let's see how that plays. Okay, so going on to the special spawn, it literally has 2 days left. It might say it has 1 day, but after 1 day it does like that 24-hour timer thingy, so yeah, it's got technically 2 days to be speaking left. First thing in the step up spawn, ignore the SSR keys. They're not super XP quest keys. If they're super XP quest keys, I say go for it, but they're only XP quest keys. Are they really worth it? I mean, it's around the regular price, but still, I mean, I personally think that XP quest keys are not exactly worth it. If you really want like around as much XP as an XP quest key can give, plus more gold, like I already have like a video on that, so I'll put in a link below if you guys are really interested in gals. So really there's no point in doing the XP quest key like at all. And the ones that do the SR or higher guaranteed and the spawn one, you want to ignore those completely as well. Don't touch those. Those are ripoffs, and I don't want you to waste your gems and throw them down the drain. Okay, so now that we've gone over those, let's go over the actual like spawns that actually make the spawn actually even worth it in the first place. Okay, so the first two are the ethers and the orbs. The orbs are an absolute steal, no questions down, all hands down, no questions asked, I meant to say. By far, if you can get these, definitely do it. Like, it don't matter who you are, unless you have like every monster you need awakened. Even then, you know, you probably want to get these, because eventually they're gonna have 36 awakened, 37 awakened, 38 awakened. I know it's a pain. I know sometimes they might rush things a little too much, but it's a team, so eventually you're going to need these orbs, and the best way to get these orbs is by far the special spawn. The special spawn is absolutely the best way to get these orbs. So freaking easy compared to actually like how you have to obtain them. Like, these are a pain. Like, I barely even gotten 20 and I'm 500k gear score. I started this year. I might have gotten a total of like what, 15. I'm not gonna say 15, but I probably have like a total of 17 or 18 in almost a year of playing this freaking game. So yeah, these things are not easy to obtain at all, so you definitely want to get these if you can. They're great steal, so make sure you can. If you could get these, go for these. As for the ether, I actually have something that might actually be better than the ether. If you perhaps need just better gear, not exactly specific gear, you're not going for specific gear. If you need better gear, definitely go for the class spawn. The class spawn is such a better discount when it comes to infused weapons and armor. You're going to get such a better offer. You're going to get a whole lot better of a deal doing this. Such more of a discount than the special spawn. So if you fall in that category, if you fall in the category of just needing gear that has higher gear score, not specific gear, but just gear that has higher gear score, you definitely want to do the class spawn. Don't worry about the special spawn for the ether. Class spawn would be better instead for the ethers and infusions, because it's such a bigger discount. It really is. Like, it's extremely bigger. But if you're going for specific gears, to be precise, like gears that aren't in the class spawn, probably won't be in the class spawn, never will, like the art ofs, maybe the Esperantos, but you're getting completely unlucky and you don't want to deal with the rates. If you're looking for specific weapons and armors, then you definitely want to do this one instead, because this is the second best method for you to get like infusion quickly. I'm not gonna say this is the second best method, but this is definitely a good method. The orbs are all questions down, all hands down, no questions asked. But the ethers, this is a pretty good method. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but this is a pretty good method if you're looking for individual gears and weapons. And I'm not gonna say monsters, because monsters don't need infusions, but I think you get where I'm getting at. Anyways, going off from there, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people are wondering why I don't go over the feature gear, why I stopped going over the feature gear, I mean, you could see what they have that's new, but that's literally it. Like, that's all they tell you is pretty much what's new. This is right here. What you see in here is not at all, absolutely whatsoever, going to tell you what you're going to get in this spawn, like, at all. Zero. Nada. I mean, this might tell you some things, but like compared to everything they have in here, oh, this is a small fraction. If you really want to know what you're gonna get in this gear piece spawn, it's literally the monster spawn, the armor spawn, and the weapon spawn combined. That's what the gear piece is. It's the weapon, armor, and monster spawn combined, and that's really all it is, to be fairly honest. There ain't no fancy smashy stuff with it. There's no hidden mechanics. That's pretty much what it is. Weapons, armors, and monsters all in one spawn. So that's why I personally didn't recommend it. There are people who've done this spawn. They've gotten like Beatrice. 2 people told me they got Beatrice. Somebody told me they got, like, I'm not sure what they got. Freya, Lancelot, something like that. They've gotten, some people have gotten some good monsters from here. So if your luck really shines in these types of spawns, by far I can recommend going for it. If you're curious, depends on where you stand gem wise. I personally myself by default don't recommend doing the spawn, but if it helps out, if it really does, then go for it. By far, if it already works, then don't stop doing it. If something works, keep going, push further with it. Don't stop using the thing that works, just keep going. So yeah, if you're getting monsters from here, everything's good for the spawn, just keep going. Sometimes you might get unlucky, but keep pushing forward, to be fairly honest. But anyways, if you're looking for a monster from the spawn, I definitely go for the monster spawn, not the gear piece. The gear piece is, if you still want to go for this, if you still want to take your chance and hopefully get one of these monsters, then you go for the gear piece. But overall, you first want to go for the monster, because the monster is actually guaranteed to give you a monster. It's not guaranteed to give you either weapon, armor, or monster. It's guaranteed to give you a monster. The only reason I would even think of doing these over the step up, personally myself, because the step up, I mean the special, when you do it the first time, sure, it's going to be a bigger discount, but the second time, it's going to be 50 gems. This is only first time half off, so half of 25 is 50. It's going to be 50 gems from there on out, and this whole step up's 46 gems. This is only guaranteeing you a monster. This is guaranteeing you a monster and giving rates up on the monsters that are guaranteed to actually, one of the monsters that are guaranteed to actually, well, all the monsters that are guaranteed. You're only guaranteed one, but like anything that's in the list, they have rates up on. So you're getting rates up and a select monster guaranteed. So this is for 4 gems, you're getting rates on top of a guaranteed monster. That's why I personally by default would recommend the step up spawn, but keep in touch with me. But with this special spawn they got going, right, they have exclusive monsters that are not in the special spawn yet. They have Edward Teach, Tomboy Magician Pompon. Tomboy Magician Pompon casts Pierce on all allies. It has a reduced ability cooldown time, cost recovery. Great for guild battles because of their stupid mirror guard. Centigrade Madia is a really nice monster to use. Only been found in treasure spawn. This is the second ever spawn that Mortal Sin, Less Luxuria, and Madia have been in. Same for Tomboy Magician Pompon and Edward Teach. So these are like the second spawns they have ever been featured in. So these are exclusive to the special spawn right now. They have not touched the special, they have not touched the step up spawn at all. Only the special spawn. And Madia is a really nasty monster when it comes to Coliseum, both, and guild battles. Oh my god. If you ain't got a Madia, you're missing out. Seriously, your guild is missing out. I didn't think Madia could activate first, whether she loses or wins. It doesn't matter if you lose the guild battle. Like, if you lose the Unison battle or win, it doesn't matter. She always goes first. Oh my god. It's a nasty monster. Really nasty monster. Until they have Unison activation priority 2, then Madia sort of loses her touch. I'm not sure if they're going to have that sometime sooner or later, but eventually they're going to add it. So, as for now, Madia is extremely, it's a super nasty monster to use on the battlefield. So, definitely Madia. And there's Titania. Titania is not as good. I mean, Titania does cast hero. Titania does increase recovery. She does buff. She does do good damage to a random boss enemy, or somebody, if your team doesn't have a lot of people alive, that's really good damage as well. But overall, you get where I'm getting at. These are some exclusive monsters. Some of these are pretty good. Some of these are alright. But yeah, they got those really exclusive monsters in there, especially Madia. When it comes to Madia, you definitely want to take a look at the spawn and think about whether you want to do this or the step up. The step up though does offer really easy awakening, so if you really want to be more safe than sorry, definitely do this. But if you want a high risk, high reward type deal, definitely the special spawn would be better to do than the step up spawn. I mean, the special spawn would be better to do than the step up spawn, if I didn't say that correctly. Except for the first one. The first time half off for 25 gems, that's more of a discount than the step up spawn. But once you pass that one, once you spawn already, then it starts getting to the point where it's high risk, high reward. And with that being said, I hope this helped out, and I will see you in the next video. This is the AzureWrath. I'm out. Post.